Hey guys, how's it going? So today we have a brand new Tekton speakers in the box right now. I haven't opened it, never seen it. It's gonna be the first time seeing it with you guys. Now I do have some few details about it, but it's not even on their website yet. And I just got a permission to basically show it to you guys without having it on the website. So this will be the first time you see this Tekton speaker on the internet, period. Which is really cool. And then we have another speaker, KLH, which is also in for review. And then we have Sony speakers, really expensive Sony speakers for near field. It's like a near field all out kind of speaker. Still in the car, I'll bring it in and let's unbox them and see what we have today. Lots of exciting stuff coming in. Let's get to it. So it's kind of hard to maneuver without trying to hit anything, you know, it's kind of hard, but I managed. It's in the back here. This is the first speaker, so let's open it up, see what Tekton has brought to the table this time. And yeah, I know it's a bit of a mess, but with all of things going on, I think I'm keeping it under control. So let's unbox them. So I unboxed them, they're out of the box. Yeah, I just cut the part where I'm unboxing all this because you can see all this styrofoam, which comes really handy with keeping the speakers safe. So the packaging is excellent, but when you unpack them, it makes those like kind of, you know, squeaky sounds. I hate those sounds so much. That's one gripe I have about opening Tekton speakers, just the styrofoam squeaks. And so I just wanted to save you guys from that ear murder. So anyways, it's open. I'm excited to peel the outer layers and see what's inside. Very unique shape right off the bat. I wonder if this is the front or the side is the front. All right, let's get to it. That looks really sick. I don't know about you guys, but that looks really sick. It's definitely a unique design. And some people may like the look, some people may not like the looks. Now, what I do like is that Eric actually changed it up this time. Usually they send me red, but this time they sent me like this navy blue, sky blue. I'm really digging the color. It has this niceness to it. Now, I usually like red better, but I would say this may be my new favorite color. But he actually messaged me not too long ago and he asked me if I wanted to, you know, listen to these. Because this is something that he's been working on and he's proud of it. And he just wanted my feedback more than a review. But of course, I'm gonna review them, of course. But he just wanted me to listen to them and give him my feedback. Now, this speaker, the price point is going to be around $1,000 US. Now, nothing is confirmed, so this is just what I've been hearing from him. And it has and the tweeter is supposed to be on the outside. So when you place them, the tweeters are supposed to be on the outside. But of course, I'll test both ways. Oh, and these are supposed to be on a stand, obviously. It's a monitor design. It's a big monitor, but it's a monitor. What else can I tell you? Oh, the name, right. The name is going to be, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but Troubadour is what he's thinking of. So the name has not even been 100% confirmed, but that's most likely going to be the name. Troubadour. What does that even mean? Let me look it up. Troubadour. Ooh. So Troubadour, according to Google, Dr. Google, one of a class of lyric poets and poet musicians, often of knightly rank, who flourished from 11th to the end of the 13th century, chiefly in South France. So basically, it's like a poet or a magician in France and Italy who sang about love. Ooh, that's interesting. That's a nice name. That's a really creative name. I don't think I can ever come up with a name like that. That's nice. All right. But yeah, he's interested in my opinion about these speakers, so I'm going to obviously listen to them, give my feedback to him, what I think about it with different types of gear, and also I'm going to share my opinion with you guys in an actual review when the speaker comes out. Now, I won't be able to give you guys my first impression in this video. We still have a lot to go through, and if I were to give you my impression on all of them, it just won't cut it. And I have to add some suspense, so give me a break in the comment section. Oh, you should have gave us some kind of feedback. I'll get to it. I just have to review the Klipsch Forte 4s and other speakers that came in here first. There's an order to this that you don't see, so I have to keep it in order. But anyways, let's go and open up the next speaker, the KLH. So apparently these are very well reviewed, and people are saying that it's a really good speaker. A lot of people have been asking me about it, but apparently it's really, again, hard to keep them on the shelf because of how good they are. They're just flying off the shelf. Now, I will have to hear it for myself, but I've heard from other reviewers and my friends and stuff that have heard it, that it's a music first type of speaker rather than like an audiophile analytical approach, which is definitely a good thing because I love speakers like that. So I'm definitely looking forward to hearing these and giving you my impressions about them. And these do remind me of the Wharfedale Lintons that I reviewed a while back, which were about 1/3 of the price of these. Now, just the looks alone, the finish alone, these are really high quality. The camera doesn't do justice. The KLH is much higher quality than the Lintons in terms of the finish. I can tell you that much for now. And also, these are acoustical suspension design. They're not ported design like the Lintons were. So it's definitely a, not an apple to apple comparison, even though they're both three-way speakers. It's an entirely different type of approach to making a speaker, and these are obviously at a different price point. But that will again be an interesting price comparison there to what you guys get when you go up higher in terms of a design that's like a three-way box design like this. So we'll touch upon with that. Now, the other thing that's interesting is while I sent the Lintons back where they came from, I decided to keep the stands that the Lintons came in because I love the stands. The stands are just absolutely gorgeous. And the KLH does come with the stands on its own, which again is actually very well thought out, and I'll touch more upon it when I review the speakers in actuality. But these stands that I have from Wharfedale just look better. Now, the only downside is I think that KLH really perhaps made the stands to fit with the overall acoustical sound in mind. So if that's the case, then I would have to really dig in and see if the Linton stands degrade sound or make it better or different, which I'll reveal in my review fairly soon. But the looks alone, the Linton stands do look better with these speakers. The only downside again is now the speakers are sitting above much higher than it would with the original stands, and it doesn't have the tilt that it usually does with the original stand. So that may all play into a factor of how these speakers will portray itself in terms of sound when you're actually in the listening spot, which we'll all talk about in the actual review. But first impression, gorgeous. Just down to the grills, gorgeous. Okay, next up, Sony speakers. Now this is the finale. So I propped them open. That was a process. It was not easy. These are coming from Soundstage. I also freelance for Soundstage. If you want to check out my Soundstage reviews, the links will be in the description below. Make sure to check it out. But these will be reviewed on the Soundstage YouTube channel, where I basically host the Soundstage Take 2 series for them. Now, these are the Sony speakers that are meant for near field application, and these are about 8,000 US, I believe. Oh god, just first glance, they don't even look like speakers. They kind of look like some futuristic machines or an amplifier, really. Then again, these are active speakers with amplifiers and DSP built in. So, all right, let's take them out and give you some nice shots. So, Sony. These are obviously very high-end near-field speakers. Almost seems like it was actually made for mastering, mixing in a studio, a very professional studio, rather than for consumers. Because it has all these little dials to adjust, fine-tune everything, and the price tag is 8,000 USD, approximately. Now, there's definitely going to be some learning curve with this speaker. I definitely have to check the manual because there's some DSP and some functionality, and it comes with this big box that has all these cables that's meant for the speaker only. So definitely something that's really high-end, but also very interesting with this driver array design, and just the overall, it has this huge heatsink in the back. It's a very unique design and something that I think is worth checking out for sure if you're a very enthusiastic near-field person or who has work that has to do a lot with editing, mixing, and mastering like I do. Something that is used more for a tool. But can it be used to really enjoy music in a near-field situation? How about in a stereo situation like this? It's a pretty compact, small speaker, but there's a lot of technology that goes into it, and it's Sony, so we'll definitely check it out, and I look forward to that review on Soundstage. Again, the link will be in the description below, so make sure to check that out. And that's pretty much it. I think that was this room is a whole mess right now, but hopefully I'll clean it up. This usually happens every time I unbox something, and not to mention that there's two other speakers that I have to unbox for the KLH and the Tektons, because they're a pair. So they're still in the box. Gotta unbox them and have a listen to them and start reviewing them. And that's pretty much it for this video. This was just me vlogging and showing you guys what it is like in the day and the life of someone who's crazy about audio and new stuff that's coming up for review. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.